everybody, Tango Joe here, and today's video is an inspired video. We all watch each other's videos and we look at it, that's a great cook, I'm liking that recipe. So today, I'm going to do something that I was inspired to do by Tess at Tess Cooks for You. Recently I saw her do a mustard pickled eggs, and a video that she did before that was beet pickled eggs. So I want to do both. So thanks Tess, we're going to make two batches of pickled eggs. We're going to make the beet pickled eggs and the mustard pickled eggs. I've got all my stuff here. Got a couple of nice clean jars. We've got beets for the beet pickled eggs. We've got mustard for the mustard eggs. I'm going to put a link to her videos down below so you can check out her recipes. I've changed these up a little bit because it's Tango style. I'm going to be adding to our beet ones, I'll be adding some red onions. She didn't have any onions. In both batches, I'm going to be adding pepper rings. I like peppers. Add some pepper rings, and I'm also going to be adding some garlic to each batch. So that's pretty much it. Oh, if I feel like it, I'll add some diced jalapenos too. And then also, since we're in the Tango test kitchen, each batch of pickled eggs will be getting a different type of Tango spice. And if these turn out as good as they looked on her videos, I can't wait to try them. Of course, with the beets, it takes 48 hours, and with the mustard pickled ones, it's 14 days. So let's get cooking. So right here, I've got 2 cups of boiling water, well, it's simmering water. And to the 2 cups of water, we're going to add the retained beet juice from the 2 cans of beets. This ends up being about 1.5 cups of beet juice. So we're going to use 1 cup of Bragg's apple cider vinegar. Using the Bragg's, you got the biggest flavor. You can put 1 cup of that in there. And 1/2, excuse me, it's cooking beet juice and vinegar gets to you. And then 1/2 cup of sugar. We're going to just heat this up until the sugar dissolves, and keeping with making this a little bit of a Tango dish, we're going to use about, let's say a tablespoon-ish of our Cajun rub. You know, what the heck, Cajun pickled eggs. And that's about a tablespoon-ish. We love that ish. So we're going to heat this up, let the sugar dissolve. Then we need to let it cool before we add it to the jar with the eggs. Okay, so now the beet pickling liquid is cooling, still a little bit steamy. We're going to make the pickling liquid for the mustard pickled eggs. In here, 4 cups of diet water, and to that we are going to add 1 cup of just white vinegar. Adding a whole cup of sugar. And I need a tablespoon of salt, kosher salt, which is this. And now for the prepared mustard, we use just plain old yellow mustard. And we want 3 tablespoons of this. 1, 2, 3-ish. Now after that, we need mustard seed. Where'd my mustard seed go? Need a tablespoon of mustard seed. That looks good. And after the mustard seed, 2 teaspoons of turmeric. I'm not sure how to say that. Turmeric. Tess had this as optional, but she added it, and I think she did it both ways. She did it where it wasn't added, and I think the look of the eggs with the turmeric was so much better. Deep yellow, really good. And of course, to this we will add some Southwest Sunset just to kick it up a little bit. 2 teaspoons of this ish. There. And once again, we will heat this up, keep stirring it until the sugar has dissolved, cool it down, and then we'll start putting the eggs and the ingredients in the jar. Thanks for joining us here at Tango Joe Show, doing an inspirational video, one that was inspired by Tess Cooks for You. Please go visit Tess Cooks for You. She's always cooking up some amazing recipes. Go there today. Look at the difference between both of these. There's the beet juice. Then go over here and there's the mustard. amazingly different. Okay, here we are. Let's stack this stuff up. We're going to put a couple eggs in the bottom. Hey, let's just start with 4 in the bottom. Now, in each, I've got, this is a departure from Tess's one for the beets. She did not add onions. I'm going to add red onions just because. But she did have sweet onions in her mustard pickles. So I will be putting some sweet onions in. And I got a couple of escapees I'll pick up later. Another departure is I'm going to add some sweet pepper rings to each one. Not a whole bunch, just enough to get the taste going. And also in each, I'm going to add a couple of cloves of garlic. Now these are big fat cloves of garlic, and each one's just been cut in half. We're not sliced, just cut in half. Now we're going to put some beets in this one. Anybody want some beets? We got beets. And we'll put a few more eggs. I mean, you get the idea. Now for the mustard pickles, or the mustard pickled eggs, I'm going to add a little bit of diced jalapeno just because. That's about 2 tablespoons of diced jalapeno. Now it's time to pour the pickling liquid into the jars. Check this out. Let it sit there for a bit. And then the beet juice. Look at the difference of the color. Well, there you have it, folks. Our first step in making the dual batch of pickled eggs, thanks to Tess Cooks for You. The mustard pickled eggs and the beet pickled eggs. Look at the difference in those colors. Can't wait to dig into these, but I also can't wait to finish this video because that means I'll be eating them. Mustard, beets, 2 weeks, 2 days. I might wait a week on these, but we'll be back. Thanks, Tess. Thank you for joining us. Go see Tess. She's got more of this stuff. And hey, if you like stuff like this, hit subscribe. We'll be back. Well, we're back. It's been 2 weeks since we put those eggs in the 2 different kinds of brine. We're going to slice into these things right now. I've been really patient. I didn't think I could wait this long. And I also waited the 2 weeks for the beet ones, even though they were ready in 48 hours. I look, I'm going to test these things at the same time and have the beet ones go just to 2 weeks as well. Beets, look at the color in that. So here they are. Check those things out. That's some vibrant colors right there. So let's check this out. They got some color penetration there, not as much as I was thinking. Oh, it's already staining my plate, the beets. Hold on. Oh, now look at the one with the beets. But look at that. Pretty pleased with the colors. Let's give these things a try. Did you like the colors of those things? Holy smokes. I mean, the beet ones, for me, turned out with a better color on the inside as well as the outside. The mustard, nice on the outside, didn't get as much inside the egg white as I was thinking. So, but they look pretty darn good. Check that out. So that's what I'm going to try first. I cut this in a little quarter. We'll give this one a try. Oh, I like that. You can really taste the mustard. That's really good. I bet you this would make nice deviled eggs too. Now for the beets. I mean, look at the color of that. I'm staining my fingers. Wow, that's pretty darn good too. Completely different flavor. These eggs are fantastic. Of course, as are these. I highly recommend that you give these a try. I've got chunks of garlic and onion and peppers in there that I gotta give a try. The pickled pepper ring from the mustard. Ooh. That's darn good too. But once again, thank you, Tess, for the inspiration for making these 2 batches of the deviled eggs. Excuse me, pickled eggs. I'll be making deviled eggs out of these soon. And to you, thanks for joining us. We've had a really great time having you here at the Tango Bar. So, until next time, we'll see you later.
And try again.